Hello, my name is Dean Contover, and this is the Current Buzz. Thank you for watching today. Today we have a gentleman, Warren Shaw. He's the CEO or president of Shaw Farms in Drake, Massachusetts. And welcome to the show, Warren.
Good to see you again,
back.
Dean.
Yeah, nice seeing you. Last time we had you on the show, I heard on the news that your barn collapsed with all the cows inside.
Yep.
And what's the status of that now? I mean,
That was actually 2 years ago, March.
yeah, March. Yeah, March.
Yep. And so there's been a lot to continue to run that business during that period of time, but we've done it. And
Good for you.
And so currently, we're in the process of building the new facility, and it's not going to be anything like the old one. This is one of those in the middle of difficulty comes opportunity. So we're building something that's going to be totally modernized, and it's going to have robots. It's really going to be.
Wow, cool.
Yeah. Yep. And
You're going to have open house?
we will when we're done with. But for the time being, there are people working up there that are crushing ledge that was blown.
Oh, okay, blowing
Right,
it
so
out. Is that-
because this building has a 12-foot deep collection facility under it
Oh,
for all
I
the
see.
cow manure.
That
comes
much,
out of
huh?
it.
12 feet.
It holds 1 million gallons, so you only have to empty it out, say, every 9 months. So
Wow.
that's a good deal. It saves a lot of time and effort, but it costs a lot to. When you get down that deep, in this area, you're likely to find ledge, and we did, and lots of
Are
it.
you dynamiting the ledge? Is that
It's all done. Yep. But we did. We dynamited a lot of.
No kidding.
We had a guy up there blasting for 4 months.
Did you have to let the neighbors know that you were dynamiting?
So I had nothing to do with that. So this gentleman is licensed, and he
Right.
went to the community, and he interacted with the fire department and all that stuff. So, I mean, there's not a public hearing required.
Okay.
But they made everybody,
Aware.
It's a very professional way of doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so do we have a foundation yet?
No, but it's going to be sooner than later because they just so the equipment that's there now is crushing all that ledge, and that will be the
Crushed rock.
foundation. So that'll be the base,
Oh, okay,
foundation.
good.
And so once all that's done, then the thing will.
So you have a crusher machine there too?
Oh
Is
yeah.
that it? Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
We actually have one of those. I don't know if you're familiar with the term Euclid. Those giant dump trucks you see on the side of the road that
Yeah.
never go on the road.
Those big tires.
There's one of those up there working currently.
Oh, okay.
And so yeah, that's
So what are we talking about? 3-inch crushed rock? Is that
it'll
it?
be more than that.
More than that?
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. But some of that crushed rock will be used. I mean, because believe me, there's a lot. We could have crushed rock for sale. So.
Hey, you might sell it. I mean, put a pile out there.
Well, there's other uses.
Yeah.
There'll be some other sort of
Crushed rock you can always
infrastructure.
use. You can always use that.
Oh yeah. It's not like it's you have to refrigerate it. I mean, it's
Yeah. Just put it.
Yeah.
Just put it in the pile, and when you want to
So-
get a driveway done,
by maybe September.
oh, good.
I think we'll be in there. It'll be convenient to be there. We've done a lot of other things in connection with it. We're going to have a cell tower as part of it, which will help pay for it, and maybe some other things. So
Okay. Well, in regards to the cell tower, I'm familiar with cell towers.
how familiar are you?
Well, I haven't climbed one, but I mean, I know for Florida they have to sustain a hurricane force wind.
Yeah.
So
Whatever they have to do. So these people come in, and I've had 2 companies negotiating with me. And for me, I just don't want one of the, what the monopole looks like?
yeah, right.
Those are ugly. I'm not gonna have one of those on my farm, so.
Okay.
My negotiating pitch was if we're gonna have one, it's gonna look like it belongs there. So this thing is gonna be a farm silo.
Oh
They're
wow.
gonna build it, it'll be inside,
Wow.
all of that stuff will be inside it. So it's not even gonna look like it's a cell tower.
I like farmers, right? So
Right.
when I was in Minnesota, I was told the more silos you have, the richer the farmer. So,
I'm not sure I believe, you've told me that before.
Yeah,
but it's,
yeah. Well, that's what that was the premise. What do I know? I'm a kid from Massachusetts.
Right.
So,
When I was a kid, there were 2 what they call wood stave silos on our farm.
okay.
And by the time I came along, the life expectancy on them is
Yeah.
not that. So they were leaning like this one.
Oh wow.
So I actually tore them down at some point, and then, it doesn't look
Well,
like
I
a
mean-
farm anymore, so I had to put another one up.
Don't they have aluminum silos now? It's
Oh, yeah.
more-
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You can, but the ones that were there on our farm were silos that were put in when my father was a kid, and, they
Right.
just didn't have that technology then, so.
In regards to the herd of
Yeah.
cows,
Yeah.
where are they located now?
So the ones I still own, because I did sell some of them, but the ones I still own are in Dunstable at
Okay.
at Tully's farm.
Oh, okay.
And, for our milk business, we're hauling milk out of there and one other place just to keep all of that moving. But the Tullys are good people. They're friends for several generations, and
That's right, you do sell milk at your farm.
yes, I do. That's our mission, to
Okay.
sell dairy products.
If you've never been to Shaw Farms in Drake, take a ride to Shaw Farms. It's at 204 New Boston Road in Drake.
It is.
Go there, and they sell. They even have banana milk. They even have banana milk there, and strawberry milk. It's in the bottle, and
Two chocolates,
two chocolates. Yeah.
and more recently, coffee.
Is that right?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep.
Now people will flock there. Is it-
and
is
for
it-
the folks that may be listening to the show or watching the show, we actually deliver out here, so.
Yeah, I was gonna get to that. They even deliver if you have children and you want milk delivered in the bottle,
Yeah.
right?
Or in a half-gallon container, too. It's all good.
Yeah.
We deliver everything we sell in our farm store.
Right.
Ice cream, bakery products.
They have trucks that go around the neighborhood, and they're easy to see because it says Shore Farms on the side of the truck, right?
No mistaking, there's nobody else around here delivering the dairy.
Yeah. This is and they go very slow through town and stuff like
Right.
that.
Yes, exactly right.
They keep the speed limit down.
Actually have a governor on them so they can only go so fast.
Oh, good. That's right. That's right. So, okay. So, take a ride out to Drake. If you want milk delivered, and I think it's a great thing. I mean, you don't get milk delivered anymore in most neighborhoods. So, and he'll deliver it.
Actually, Chumpstead is our largest
Oh, no
community.
kidding.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. That's why I have you on.
that's right. Yeah.
To help you out, I've been going to Shaw Farm for years. I can't remember the first time I went to Shaw Farms. And I take people, my neighbors, up to Shaw Farm, and they've never been to Shaw Farm before.
Yep.
They look at the bottles of milk and the banana milk and all. I get
Oh, yeah.
strawberry.
No, we do.
And they have great ice cream also. I like the vanilla if you're into vanilla, but they have 100 varieties, right?
We do. I mean, it's.
Yeah. So take a trip out there. And in the fall you have pumpkins.
We do.
You
yeah.
can sell
We
pumpkins.
sell everything that you would think.
You have
in a farm
honey?
stand.
Yeah.
We have honey that comes from our own. So the gentleman that I do business with, he puts hives on our farm, so it's coming from,
Oh,
from
okay.
our property.
That's
Make electricity.
That's a big business
Oh, yeah.
of bees.
Oh, yeah.
Bees are real important. I mean,
No doubt.
there are tractor trailer trucks of bees that go around the country, and
They
they
move.
let them and they move them around
Yeah.
in regards to the season. Or
Yep.
whatever the season is in Texas and California.
It's a
It's
crop
big
that
business.
needs bees. Yep. No,
And we need bees, so try to not hurt them and so forth, right?
right. Yeah.
All right. Now you're the president of Mass Farmers Bureau. What the hell is that?
Massachusetts Farm Bureau.
Yeah. What the hell is that?
So that is legislative liaison for agriculture. So all the farmers belong to it, or if they don't, they should.
Okay.
And we represent them in any issue with the government. So it could be the local level, it could be with the state, and a lot of it is with the state when there's legislation that's being worked on that might be harmful to the people in the industry. We're there to provide information and to lobby against it. We're there to promote good legislation at the same time. We're happy to support legislators who support farms. And right now, we're very fortunate. Massachusetts is very supportive of farms, but I'm also 1/50th of the national organization, so American Farm Bureau.
American Farm Bureau.
Each state has a person.
No
that's
doubt.
like me.
Very powerful lobby.
So, yeah, so I have to spend some time in Washington, too.
Oh,
But,
okay.
it's really, I mean, more recently, our organization is concerned about what RFK Jr. may be doing, and
That's what I wanted to talk to you about.
right, there's that program now known as Make America Healthy Again,
Yeah.
MAHA, and there's some anti-agricultural activity going on there, so we'll see what happens.
I love my farmers. You know that for years.
Right.
I mean, I'm always a farm guy. You're a farmer. And thank you for coming and talking about that. There was an article in the Boston Globe last week. I won't tell you what date, about raw milk and how you have to get a certain certificate or something okay to sell raw milk.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on raw milk? I know what it is, but you can say it publicly.
So, I mean, I would not sell it. I think it's very dangerous. Now,
Why? Why is it dangerous?
well, because pasteurization just kills bacteria.
Right.
And
Understand.
there's bacteria in nature. So if you're not concerned with consuming bacteria, then by all means, go right ahead and do it. And the farms that do it try to do their best to make sure they have a clean product. But it's difficult. And just a month ago there was a recall on raw milk up in New Hampshire for one of their farms up
Oh,
there.
is that right?
Yeah, I mean, it can kill you. That's the
Right.
truth. I mean, if you have a weak, you and I are very healthy people, so if you got listeria in your system, you're probably okay. You probably have a bad stomach for a couple of weeks. But if you have a compromised immune system, or you're young, a baby, you're a senior citizen that's got health issues, that can take you out. So it doesn't make any sense for me to people to take that risk. They actually go out and they pay more money for the milk on a farm that's not processing it, and take risk in consuming it. For what reason, I have no idea. But
Many years ago, I read in regards to pasteurization. It was a breakthrough. It was a big breakthrough. It's just like
Louis Pasteur.
Yeah, Louis Pasteur. That's why they call it pasteurization. That was a big deal when I was growing up, pasteurization, because earlier there were problems with milk and people couldn't drink milk, just like water. I mean, water was a problem till the 1890s, till they started putting chlorine in water to make it drinkable.
Yep.
That you won't get diseases. I mean, that's the premise of science.
When there was no pasteurization, young people would mysteriously get sick, and they wouldn't be able to explain what was. And some of them passed away from it. So I mean, that was a big breakthrough.
It was.
And pasteurization does nothing but make it clean.
Safer.
Takes out any of the improper organisms, shall we say? But so I would not sell it. I have people that call me at least 5 times a week looking to
No
buy
kidding.
raw milk. I won't sell it under any circumstances. I'm not opposed to. So if a farmer has cows and he wants to sell it raw, and there's somebody that wants to buy it, I wouldn't get in the middle of that transaction.
So what hoops do they go through in regards to get certification from the state?
I mean, they're inspected by the state inspectors, and they come in and they examine all of their equipment, and
I mean, can they examine every tank? I mean, once
they
a
can.
week
I
or
mean, there aren't
something?
that many. So in
Yeah.
a farm, they're milking. There's a milking system, and the product goes into what they call a bulk tank, and there's a system to sanitize that.
Right.
So that part of it is good, but so if there's going to be a bacteria, it's going to probably come from the cow itself, and cows are like people; they change every day, so it's really difficult to make sure that there's no bacteria.
Interesting.
So I'm not, I wouldn't. I've said that. I've recommended my kids don't get near it and all that, but I mean, at the end of the day, if somebody wants to buy it and somebody wants to sell it, I'm not going to tell them that transaction shouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Actually, your state rep is a big fan of.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Raw milk? Yeah, that's right. I
Right,
think.
I've spoken to him offline about it. He's a good man. I like him.
Yeah.
But we've discussed it. Yep.
Why is he for it? What's his reasoning?
Something that he caught on to. I mean, it's not political. It's something that got in his head many years ago, based on something that, some situation where, and I think in his case, it's a matter of, and he wasn't able to drink regular milk because it bothered his stomach, and then.
Oh, okay. Yeah, some kids have that.
then-
Yeah,
then
I think
when
when
he
I was
started with the raw milk, it didn't have it.
Yeah.
I don't quite understand that, but I mean, whatever.
Well, that's what he was told. I mean, he was told that. I mean, he didn't know for sure when he was a young boy that he was taking raw
Yeah,
milk.
but I mean, he's a reasonably competent guy. I mean,
Yeah.
I had a friendly conversation with him about it, and I told him I'd happy to have another one. But yeah, he's committed to it.
Yeah, okay. Well, what's happening with visas in regards to farmhands? The H2A?
Well, H2A is a program that's legit,
Yeah.
but there are so all of those programs got lax, and just the migrant labor thing got very lax over time. So there were people, and there still are. There are people in all of the states that probably aren't totally legal. They're good people. They're workers, right?
They're
not
they're
necessarily
farmhands,
H2A
more or
people.
less, right?
I've seen a number of stories. 8 people got taken off a farm up in Vermont. There were 4 or 5 taken off a farm in Massachusetts. And so it's hard because, as you can imagine, farm
But
labor.
did they have visas, or didn't?
I believe they did, but they were taken off the farm, and
Huh.
they were they're actually not back.
I remember years ago when we had a lot of apples
Yeah.
orchards in
Yeah.
Westford and Chelmsford, and
Yeah.
places like that. They used to bring in guys from Jamaica
Yeah,
to pick
that
the
sounds
apples
right.
for
I
the
mean,
season.
there is a sort of a group for every crop.
Right.
So there's specialists in picking apples or
Oranges.
anything.
Yeah.
The crops that grow on the ground,
For the
strawberries
season,
or
yeah.
whatever, right?
Seasonal.
So if they stop those folks from coming in, it's going to cripple United States agriculture. And the problem with all of that is, and the problem with a lot of the labor-related concerns, is that, if you make it difficult for American agriculture to produce a crop, it's going to get more expensive. Now, they will compete when they sell their product, let's say in the supermarket, from a crop that's coming in from another country that's not regulated, that will have less labor costs in it, and it will make our agriculture uncompetitive in the marketplace. So all of those things are a problem. I know Trump wants to do what he can with the border and all of that, and that's all fine. I think everybody's on board with it. But, there's a significant need for
People picking
immigrant
lettuce.
labor
Yeah,
in
tomatoes.
this country. One of the local dairy farmers told me 76% of the milk is, the labor that goes into the creation of a milk product comes from immigrant labor, 76%.
Wow.
So I might be the only one that doesn't, because we've
Yeah.
we've been fortunate to get local people to work at our
Oh,
place. but,
interesting. Yeah.
yeah.
Anything about any flus, bird flu, or anything like that?
That seems to have quieted down somewhat.
okay.
But it's did a job on the most of that trouble with the cost of eggs was related to bird flu. They killed, millions of birds, and that's kind of they compare us with Canada, our 51st state, and
It's not. It's a country.
but their poultry operations are smaller, so if they have to kill a whole flock,
Oh.
there's not that many.
Oh.
But in this country, everything has been, sort of Walmartized. So when
okay.
they kill one flock, there's 3 million birds in it, and that's why it's gone backwards so much.
I see. I'm talking to Warren Shaw. He's the president of Shaw Farms in Drake, Massachusetts. We were talking about raw milk, et cetera, that type of thing. And he delivers it to Chelmsford. In case you're watching now, they have a truck. Do you deliver every day, or is it weekly?
No, I mean, every town has a day.
Oh, every town has a day.
So it's a once a
You
week.
remember what Chelmsford is? What day?
I believe it's Thursday.
It's Thursday.
It's either Thursday or Friday.
Oh, okay.
Or both.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, call them up and look at their
Chelmsford's
website.
special for us.
Well, in your mind, Chelmsford has been special for you for a long time.
That's true.
He's also on the radio on WCAP, was every Saturday, but now it's every other Saturday. WCAP is a local station, 980 on your dial if you want to listen to Warren, and he'll pontificate about certain matters.
You name it, we talk about it.
Yeah, that's right. So he's not a. I remember one time I was listening to you, and there was a guy from Carlisle. He called you up about some farming issue, and you were trying to tell him that you were a farmer,
Yeah.
and he wasn't listening. And you
Right.
told him, "I am a farmer."
Yeah.
and he wasn't listening. And I just cracked me up. I mean, the guy didn't get it, you know.
I've had that situation on a number because they're not going to believe that the guy on the other end of the microphone
right.
also runs a farm.
That's right.
And I'm not the only guy that does that. It's a guy named Doug Steffen that I'm going to meet for lunch in a little bit. That he has a farm down in Framingham, and he's got a syndicated radio show.
Oh, okay, cool.
So I mean,
Does he talk about farming?
he's got one show that's about farming.
No kidding.
Yeah. I don't know how frequently it's broadcasted, but I've actually been on it.
Oh, no
with him.
kidding.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
He's also president of the Massachusetts Farm Bureau.
Farm Bureau. Yeah.
And I always like to talk to him about bulls and sperm and so forth in regards to the cows. Are you still what do they call that?
Artificially inseminated.
You're still doing that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And you still get the chart and look at what sperm that
Well,
you want.
it's
from the
become
bull?
more, sort
Scientific.
of a specialization now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So not only do we do that, and you have an expert in genetics come in and look at your herd.
Oh, no
and
kidding.
They'll tell you which bulls you should match up your herd with.
No kidding.
So that with that, you might have a cow that has, I mean, people have, somewhere along the line saw a picture of a cow with an udder that was hanging on the ground. Well, that's not a good thing, So you breed her to a bull that has a history of having daughters that corrected that situation.
Oh, wow. It's that scientific, huh?
That's called a poorly attached udder, by the way.
Oh, fully attached.
But the thing that's interesting now is that they have something called, are you ready for this? Sexed semen.
No
So
kidding.
when you buy it,
what
you
is
can
that?
guarantee yourself a female.
No kidding.
Right. It's more expensive, obviously, and so what we're going to do going forward is we're going to do that in the new structure.
Right.
We're going to do that, and then there'll be a percentage of the herd that's not the top cows,
Mm-hmm.
and we will breed them to a beef bull, and that will help our beef business
Wow.
grow.
Interesting.
So yeah,
Well, I mean, did you see the Kentucky Derby?
kinda.
Okay. All 15 horses were related to Secretariat.
Yeah, well, it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
I mean, because you're not just going to go out to the country and pick a horse and
Right.
run it hard. I mean,
That's right.
Yeah. No, same with human beings. I mean, if you look into the genetical history of some people,
That's right.
they come from a different horse. So
Yeah, that's why we're so healthy.
right.
Because we have good genes.
Yeah. My mother's 96. Yours is much older than that.
Yeah, she is.
So
She is.
we're fortunate to have those good genes.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I realize that people in hospitals either have a drinking problem, smoking problem, or it's genetic problem that are consistently in hospitals.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Thank you. That I make sense to you. I appreciate it.
In everything.
Yeah.
I mean, you know more about hospitals than I do. So.
I
I try and stay away from it.
I worked in one when I was younger. It's a long story and stuff like that. So anything else you want to talk about real quick? I mean, I have like a minute and a half.
How's things in Chelmsford?
Looks like things are good.
They bought the Charlie's, what was his name? Coolest farm here in Chelmsford a couple years ago.
And it's a big to-do about
There
it.
is a to-do, and I saw Paul Cohen wrote a piece about it, and I think he's trying to calm the waters, but Paul Cohen's a good man. You're very fortunate to have him
Yeah.
as a town manager.
There's
something going on
There's
there.
something about that. I don't quite know. I'd have to look. Read the bulletin that the town manager comes out with.
Yep.
And see what's going on. I haven't looked at it because I've been so busy.
Yeah.
When you're retired.
I know. I don't know.
I'll
never retire.
I know. What time do you get up in the morning?
3:59.
3:59 every day?
Well, unless I'm away.
Okay.
So if I travel to the North Country and stay there, then I'm not going to get up at 3:59.
Are you still skiing?
I haven't skied in 2 years because I had a little back issue.
Oh, okay.
But I haven't given up.